were some problems with LA County's new electronic balloting system, so a lot of people were waiting in line for a long time. We're talking about hours last night to vote. Today, the LA Registrar apologized, and some elected officials want an investigation. KCAL 9's Tina Patel has more on the outrage and the fallout on the new voting system.
In Downey, election workers continue to count the ballots from around LA County last night. They say more than 1.1 million people took part in the Super Tuesday primary. At times, it seems like all of them were at the same voting location.
My wait was 3 hours. We were all the way this way. The line has now moved down that way and around the block.
This is the first time LA voters weren't assigned specific precincts. They could go anywhere in the county, but there weren't as many polling places as in the past. The registrar admitted their plans for how many people would show up and where was off.
I think that we perhaps overestimated how many of those voters would take advantage of the 10-day early voting period, and that resulted in a significant amount of voters turning out on Election Day. And then the distribution of the vote centers themselves, I think, is something that we need to look at closely as well.
Officials will also need to figure out why so many of the new touchscreen voting machines didn't seem to work.
A lot of machines were vacant, even though people were in line, and that's very frustrating, obviously.
The registrar apologized to voters for the delays, but says they're to be expected with any new system.
We had a lot of voters who have shared with us and expressed that they had a positive experience with the new voting equipment and the new voting model. I think that what we also learned is that some of that model needs quite a bit of refinement.
That refinement will have to happen soon. Only about 20% of registered voters took part in the primary, but turnout is usually higher for the general election. In Downey, Tina Patel, KCAL 9 News.